Hello everyone, it's Kari from sunshineinmypocket.com, and I am delighted to be here today for the Holiday Card Series 2019. We're going to use these cute little critters from Penny Black for our card today, and it's going to be a card filled with glittery goodness and snow and exciting lights. I'm going to teach you a few tricks along the way, so stay tuned for that. I'm starting out by stamping this off onto some Neenah Solar White 80-pound paper with Gina Amalgam ink, and I'm also going to stamp it onto some masking paper. And now I'm just going to cut out that masking paper. The images are easy enough to cut around. They're very simple shapes. The hardest was to cut out those little reindeer antlers, but it worked out okay, and I just cut them out and placed them on top of the images on our cardstock background. Now it's time for a little bit of inking. I have some Peacock Feathers Distress ink that I'm going to ink on using these makeup blending brushes. It's very simple. You just start out very light, and then you keep adding color until you get just the way you want it to look. So I want this sky to be kind of like a light sky with some snow on it. So I'm taking these Gansai Tambi watercolor paints, and I diluted the white just a bit, and now I'm tapping it off onto that background. I have here some foiled paper. There are so many awesome foiled papers on the market today, so you can use whatever you have. And I have this Waffle Flower A2 rectangle stacks die here. I really like these because they come with their own magnetic background, and they also have so many sizes that you can use on all your cards. This is one that I've been reaching for over and over again. And I used the fourth or the fifth one in so that I can create a frame for our critters here. Now, it did rip the paper when I used that purple tape on this foil paper because the foil paper is pretty delicate, but I'm going to show you how we're going to fix that. So I took the masks off, and now it's time to color in those cuties. I'm doing some very quick Copic coloring today with just 3 colors of red. I have the R89, the R29, and the R05. With these reds, I like to start with the darkest red and then blend it out with the mid-tone and then go in with the lightest color of red. I went over this 2 times just to get the vibrancy and color that I was looking for. So there is the hat, and I think that Santa Bear is just so cute. For the little hedgehog, I'm also going to color his little headband there red, and now I'm going to go ahead and color up his body. I'm using the E30 family, and I'm starting out with the lightest color here I'm sorry, these are the E50s. I'm starting out with the E50, then I'm going to go in with the even darker colors. So here's the E57. I'll blend that out a little bit with the E55. Now for the main part of his body, I'll go in with the E50, then I'll blend in the E55 down to the E53 and so on until I get back to the lightest E50. This is really easy Copic coloring, very simple to do. While I'm coloring, I did want to mention that you can use any pattern paper you want for the frame of this cute duo here. You can use foiled paper, there's a lot on the market, or you can use any paper that you like. I just was taking a little shortcut with having that foil already done for me. You can of course foil your own too. So I'm finishing up this hedgehog here, adding a little bit of pink to his ears with some R83, and I decided that his antlers would look just kind of boring if they were brown like the rest of his body. So I decided they're going to be those really Christmassy ones, like those tacky Christmas antlers you find this time of year. So these are going to be green antlers. That's very Christmassy theme, don't you think? For the polar bear, I am going to color him up like a polar bear this time. So I'm using cool grays with just C1, C3, and C0 to blend it all out. I did add some lines to that beard, so he has a little fake Santa beard going on there. So cute. So this is really, really simple. Again, just blending that out, but I want him to look like a white bear, so I didn't do a lot of coloring on him. I added a little pink to his ears there also and blended it out with the C0. And I added just a little bit to the hat too, just so it wouldn't be just plain white. And you'll see that in the future pictures. For these lights, I cut these lights out. I die cut them already, and I colored the light strands with a dark green. And now I'm going to add a little bit of extra here by using this Versa marker, which is a sticky marker. And now I'm going to add some silver embossing powder on those little, the part that screws in on the little strands here. I really can't remember what those are called, but this just gives it a little something extra and a little bit more shine. You can certainly leave this part off if you don't want to do that, or you don't have a Versa marker. You can also use some glue for that. So now I've chosen 4 different colors of Copic markers: a very light blue, a light green, which is the YG05, the light red, which we used before, the R05, and a yellow, which is the Y00. And I'm just going to switch these up, which ones I color. I'm trying not to get 2 of the same color in a row, just alternating those colors. And we're going to dress these up with a little more pizzazz later. So I added some 3M foam tape to the back of that frame. I've already die cut the Happy Holidays line border die, and I've stacked 3 black ones on top of each other, and now I'm going to add the green glitter Happy Holidays on top of that. To do that, I just add some liquid adhesive. This is my favorite liquid adhesive right now, the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. You just need a few drops to stick that on, and it is perfect. I'm changing up the design of this card just a little so that light strand of lights will cover up the portion that was ripped there on the right hand side. I don't know if you can see that, but look, that green light is going to cover it completely and no one will ever even know. My advice is, when you're using the purple tape on such a delicate paper, is to stick it onto your hand a couple of times first before you tape it on and die cut it, and you shouldn't have that problem. But of course I didn't think about it. To give some of these light bulbs some more stability, I'm using these small double-sided adhesive dots here, they're foam dots, and I'm going to take those and stick them right underneath some of the lights to keep them popped up and make them a little more secure. And now I can turn this card over and cut off any excess that is over the edge of the card. And look at that, we are getting close. Now, the paint that I splattered on earlier doesn't show up as much as I wanted it to, so I'm taking some Nuvo drops in Simply White, and I'm going to add them in different sizes all over this card. When you're adding snow, remember to put a few dots on your characters as well, so it looks like it's snowing on the whole entire scene. So cute. And now to step up those lights with some glitter, I'm using some Stickles in some different colors to add them to each of the lights. So I have this Christmas red to add to the red lights. I've got some green. This is a darker green here to add to the green lights. And it's also going to give them some more pizzazz and make them a little bit darker in color. The reason I colored the background of them was so that if you saw through a little of the glitter, the light was still true to that color. So now I have some cool mint here. That's what I'm going to add over the light blue lights. Look how sparkly this card is turning out. I love a good sparkly card. And the last one is this yellow. It's a very bright yellow, and it makes those yellow lights really pop. So we are getting close to the end of our card here. The last thing that we need to do is just attach it to a card base. So I have here a 110-pound top folding card, and I'm just going to attach it with that same liquid adhesive, and there you have our glittery foil sparkly card with snow. I hope you enjoyed this project today and you were inspired to make a holiday card of your own. Remember to comment all along this holiday video series because there are prizes, and the more you comment, the more chances you have to win. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I enjoyed being the guest designer today. Please check out the video description below for more information about the supplies and also where you can find me on my regular channel. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.